about making mooncakes! Hey, it's me again. If you don't know who I am, I'm Wendy, and welcome to my channel if you're new. Today I am making mooncakes, and I am so excited because it is almost Mid-Autumn Moon Festival. I think that's what it's called in English, I'm not sure, but I am so excited, and I'm making these at home because they are so damn expensive in the grocery store. They're like $60 for like 20 mooncakes per box, and I don't know why it's so overpriced because it's really not that hard. Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna regret saying that, but I think I'm gonna do okay. So let's get started, shall we? I never say that. What happened? Sorry. So the first thing I'm going to do is to make the custard filling on the inside. So it's going to be a egg-based filling, and I think I'm gonna be making like a sesame flavor too. I'm just gonna be incorporating some of the Do you get all that? Okay, let's go. Like I said before, the custard filling, I'll be making that first, and then I'll be moving on to the mochi skin. Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready? You better be ready. Okay, let's get it. Here are all the ingredients you'll need to make the custard filling. The first thing you want to do is you want to measure out your butter and melt it because you want it melted in your filling. Now I'm going to go ahead and melt it in my microwave. I'll be back. My butter is melted, and now I am going to measure out my dry ingredients, and I'll be back. After you've measured out your dry ingredients, you want to mix it up together and then add in your milk. Now that you've done that, you want to whisk it up again. Make sure it's smooth and has no lumps in the end. This recipe makes about 16 mooncakes. Now that it's all smooth, you want to add in your eggs and your butter. Now you want to crack in your eggs, your melted butter, and the sugar. Now that everything's incorporated and it is smooth, we're gonna bring this to the stove and we're gonna get our pot and then we're gonna cook it. You wanna heat this on medium to medium-high heat until it starts forming a custardy like texture. I don't know if that makes sense. But in the beginning, for sure, you won't see any drastic changes in our mixture. But near the end, when it's almost ready, it's gonna go really fast, so keep your eye on it. It's starting to thicken. As I lift up my spatula, I can see little clumps like this. That means that it is slowly starting to thicken up. And you'll just wanna keep stirring your mixture until it is thick. You can turn down your heat right now if you want, if you're nervous or anxious or paranoid like I am, which is why I have my heat on low right now. So my custard is almost ready. It is very thick, but I want it to be just a little bit thicker, and you could do this with your spatula to press down any of the bigger lumps that there are in our mixture so you don't get that lumpy texture. Okay, it looks pretty much good. It's ready. So now we take it off the heat, and I'll see you back there. So I ended up cooking my filling just a tiny bit more because I wanted it to be more thick, and once it cools, it'll become thicker than it already is now. I am going to be transferring this into a bowl. I'm gonna save like, I don't know if you can see, but like this much. So I can make another flavor. I think I'm gonna go with sesame because that's like more of like a traditional Chinese dessert flavor. Spread in. So what I have here, I have like the milled roasted black sesame seeds, which is already pre-roasted, turn it into powder, whatever that process is called. So I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna go half a tablespoon for now, and I'll see how that goes. All right, there it is. If you know me, I fucking love black sesame seeds. It is literally the best. It's so aromatic, it's nutty in flavor, it's so delicious. Like I could eat it with anything, literally. You probably know that I have it with my smoothie. I've never seen anyone else do that before, but I do that because it's so good, and I think it's good for you. I'll be putting these in the fridge because they need to chill. But first I have to saran wrap them. When you saran wrap it, you want to make sure that your plastic wrap touches the surface of your custard. Now I say bye-bye to them and put them in the fridge. Okay, cool. Now we get to move on to the mochi wrap. Mochi, the outer layer. Wait, I lied, actually, no. Well, I'm gonna try something with the sesame thing, and then we'll move on to the outer layer. I'm going to combine 1 tablespoon, and then I'm gonna go for half a tablespoon of my sugar. Now I'm gonna cook it on my stove until it becomes kind of a paste, and then I'll come back. Actually, you can come with me. So I have my paste here, and I think I'm just going to freeze it now so that it's easier to work with after. Now we can finally move on to our Snowskin Mooncake, the outer layer, the snowskin. Oh my god. So the first thing you want to do is you want to combine all of your dry ingredients and your milk into a bowl. Now the last thing you want to put into your gluten rice flour mixture is your condensed milk. I hate opening cans. You all know that by now. Oh my god, that was so scary. That's it, we're done. We have to steam it now. I have actually a steamer right here, so I'm going to transfer this into a smaller bowl and then pop it right in. I'm putting on a layer of saran wrap onto my bowl so that the water doesn't get into my snowskin. I'll poke a few holes inside, and that should do it. I just put my snowskin into the steamer, and now I have to wait for 25 minutes until it's finished steaming, and then I'll take it out and I'll see you then. Intermission. Just kidding. We have work to do. mochi just finished steaming, and I'm going to take it out. I already took it out, sorry. And I'm gonna unwrap it. Carefully, it's really hot. All right. Oh wow. I think I'm just going to put in my coconut oil. The reason that I kind of made a crisscross pattern is so that it cools faster this way. And after it cools a bit, we're gonna have to get in with our hands. It's gonna be a real fun process. I cannot talk today. What is English? All right, so now I think it's gonna be a really fun process. I'm going to dump my mochi into a bigger bowl and then put on my gloves. This makes me feel like some sort of scientist. Why is this so hard? Okay. You want to knead it until it's smooth and all of the coconut oil or whatever oil you're using has absorbed into the mochi. That's what it should look like in the end. It's very smooth and all of the oil has been absorbed into the dough itself. At this point, you could start to color your dough, whatever color you want. I think I'm gonna just grab a tiny bit of my dough and I'm gonna color it the black sesame color. I'm going to split the rest of my dough in half, and I think I'm gonna make one half purple and the other half pink. But the flavors on the inside is gonna stay the same, so it's all gonna be a big prank. You know what? Maybe I want to do purple and yellow because those are my colors. Goodbye, pink. Okay, now I just gotta set this aside. So I have all of my dough here, and I have my 2 fillings right here. And this is also my filling that I want to put in the middle of the sesame one to act as like a special middle layer, you know what I mean? Okay, so I think I'm going to measure out all of my dough. So this amount that you made should give you 20 grams of dough in total. I mean, 20 grams of dough per ball. That makes no sense. It should give you 20 grams of dough per mooncake. That makes more sense, yeah. So I have all of my dough measured out. Now I have to do the same thing to the filling, and the filling is 25 grams each. So now I'm going to show you guys how to wrap it the right way. So I'm going to start off with my sesame one. So you want it to be flat, but not so flat that it tears. You want to make it flat, the same size as your palm, and then
you just want to gently push it down. And there you have it!
Wow, this looks so good, guys. I'm so impressed. Okay, so here's a better visual of what just happened. I'm going to use the sesame one for demonstration once more. You want to make it as big as your palm and pretty flat, but not so thin that it's like see-through. Just want it thin. Okay, that's good. And now I'm going to put this down on the side for just a little bit because I'm going to be taking my sesame filling right here. Remember the sesame paste that I made earlier? I'm going to be putting some of that in this one. So just putting a tiny bit. That looks good. Now I'm going to wrap it. Okay, That's our filling. Put it right in. Do the same thing. There you have it. You're done. Okay. Now remember to make it a little bit taller than what it actually is. And you want to flour your surface and your mooncake. And the mold is already floured, so that's good. Place your mooncake on the bottom of your plate and push. Don't push too hard. And there you have it. Now you just have to do the same thing to all of your other mooncake. This one is going to be the regular custard. So right here we have our custard. Ta-da! Oh, that one looks good. Doesn't that one look so good? Hey guys, I am here. I was really tired after I made all those mooncakes, so I may or may not have died. Just kidding. I was kind of exhausted, so I needed to lay down. So I did that, and now I'm back. I also made myself a smoothie, which was delicious. You don't care? Why am I telling you this? I'll bring the mooncakes. Now we eat. Taste test time! This one, it has the custard and then it has the sesame paste. Cheers. That's really good. You finish it? Mm-hmm. Put the whole thing in your mouth. I have to fart.
I'm sorry.
You want another one?
Yeah. It sounds like yin yang.
This one? You want to eat this one?
Yeah. Actually, you don't get to eat that one. That was too pretty. Choose another one.
I just use this.
That one's just custard.
Oh, this one.
Ew. I could feel my stomach dying slowly because of the milk and the lactose in the milk. So now I will go have explosive diarrhea, and I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I really hope you get to try this recipe out. I'm gonna get out of here. I have to go. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you so much. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want. Do whatever. I love you. Okay, bye. Me and my 15 mooncakes say bye. I love you. See you next time.